VSL, предводени од наставничката Дона Тартаровска. Чаместан VSL, предводени од наставничката Љубица Талевска. Би сакала сега да ве замолам да станете за химната на Австралија и на Македонија. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask you to stand for the national anthem of Australia and the Republic of Macedonia.
Distinguished guests, Vice Consul General of the Republic of Macedonia in Melbourne, Mr. Goce Pejovski. The Principal of the Victoria School of Languages, Mr. Frank Malino. The Secretary of the Modern Languages Association of Victoria, Mrs. Kerry O'Connor. The area managers from Thomastown, VSL, Mr. Cullet Grace. The area manager from Kilo Downs, Mr. Sadiq Kagdas. The area manager of Altona North, Mrs. Bashalia Eglozos. and the area manager, Zlata Machkarovska from Geelong. Dear parents, teachers, dear graduates, welcome to the 27th annual graduation ceremony organised by the Macedonian Teachers Association of Victoria. 27 years ago, we held the first ever ceremony of its kind in acknowledging the achievements of Year 12 graduates. Tonight, we, the teachers of many generations, continue that tradition of celebrating the hard work, efforts and devotion of the class of 2018 in their successful study of the Macedonian language, culture, traditions and beliefs. All graduates, past and present, are a testament to the joint effort and devotion of students, teachers and parents. Yes, it is disappointing that we are fewer in number this year and the graduates from Epping Secondary College are absent, but we are still here to celebrate the collective success of the whole 2018 Victorian student cohort. Do not despair, although this year's events have been marred by unforeseen obstacles. I have strong faith in the Macedonian community of Victoria, the parents and the youth, that the passion to learn the Macedonian language will continue into the future, as will the existence of the Macedonian program at a number of Victorian School of Languages centres and regular school programs. On that note, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Principal of the Victorian School of Languages, Mr. Frank Molino, for the support given to the teachers and students of the Macedonian program throughout the year. Furthermore, I would like to thank the area managers, Mr. Khaled Grace, Thomas Down VSL, Mrs. Pashalia Iglesias, Altona North VSL, Mr. Sadiq Kagdas, Kilo Down VSL, and Zlata Machkarovska at Geelong VSL, where most of our students attend to learn the Macedonian language. Почитувани гости, родители, наставници, драги матуранти, добре дојдовте на 27-та поред матурска вечер, организирана од Македонското учителско здружение за Викторија. Драги матуранти, преко оваа свечаност го одбележуваме вашиот труд и посветеност кон изучување на македонскиот јазик и култура, како и вашиот успех за положените испити по македонски јазик. Од моје име и од името на сите наставници по македонски јазик ви посакувам многу успех и среќа. Како амбасадори на македонскиот јазик и култура во Австралија, ние наставниците се гордееме со вас. Исто така ја користам оваа прилика, драги родители, да ви се обратам и на вас и да ви заблагодарам за вашата поддршка и соработка. Вие сте тие кои го чуваат и пренесуваат пламенот на љубовта кон македонскиот јазик и култура. Вие сте тие кои ги носите вашите деца да го изучуваат македонскиот јазик, за да не се заборави јазикот, културата и убавите македонски традиции кај идните генерации во Австралија. Вие сте тие кои доаѓате на нашите приредби и свечаности поврзани со изучувањето на македонскиот јазик. За сето ова ви благодариме. Не дозволувам да ги изоставам наставниците и да им заблагодарам за нивниот труд и посветеност кон програмата по македонски јазик и нивните ученици. Тие вложуваат огромни напори да ја прилагодат програмата по македонски јазик за најдобро да ги задоволат јазичните потреби на идните генерации, кои се трета или четврта генерација од македонско потекло. И точно заради тоа апелирам до вас, драги родители, да ги запишувате вашите деца и внуци и правнуци да го изучуваат јазикот на нивните корења, за да знаат кои се и од каде потекнуваат. Ви благодарам.
Ви благодариме, Љубица. I would like to call upon now the principal of the Victorian School of Languages, Mr. Frank Malina. Чест ми е да го повикам директорот на Викториското училиште за јазици, господинот Френк Мерлино. Повелете.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, guests, teachers, Year 12 graduates. I'm in trouble with this. So it's nice to be back at the Grandneret Social Club, which I first visited when it opened back in 1986. And I'd like to thank the Macedonian Teachers Association of Victoria for the invitation and for once again organising this event to celebrate the efforts of the students over many years in studying Macedonian. So thank you to all of the teachers, parents, volunteers and students who have assisted with the arrangements. I'd also, of course, like to acknowledge Mr. Gotsepejovski, the Vice Consul General, Mrs. Alois Talevska and the teachers from the Macedonian Teachers Association, area managers Carla Grace, Ms. Zlata Matkarovska and Lisa Iglesias, and the administrative staff of the various centres, and also members of the media. So you play an important part in the promotion of the Macedonian classes. And of course, I'd like to acknowledge all of our Year 12 graduates. Now, as we enter the final weeks of the school year, our head office tends to focus on bureaucratic tasks such as finishing budgets, appointing teaching staff for next year, preparing curriculum materials and the like. So it's nice to be reminded that the end goal is to have students successfully complete the study of their language, and this VSL graduation is a celebration of this success. I think that we can be thankful that in Victoria our parliamentarians and our education department officers hold the view that language study helps young people to develop their first language literacy, problem solving, intellectual and communication skills. And our department also stresses the importance of preparing students for a wide range of careers where languages are needed. Now, there are many secondary colleges that are taking this path seriously and are becoming more involved. There's a long way to go, however, before the majority of primary schools share this vision, as many still only allocate a limited number of hours to the study of a language. So we have a long way to go before we reach the happy situation that exists in most European schools, where students have to study 2 or 3 languages. And because of the vast distances between Australia and the rest of the world, it's a lot harder for Australians to appreciate the importance of language study and to practice the language in a neighbouring country. But it can be done. Our school is in its 83rd year of operation, and it's a good example of what can be achieved. The Victorian School of Languages continues to play a key part as a complementary provider to all government and non-government schools by providing additional language choice to students. And of course, our VCE results continue to be outstanding. This year, for example, our students received 15 Premier's Awards, which made the VSL the top performing school in Victoria. The next highest was Methodist Ladies College with 11 and so forth. We also had 25 of our students receiving the top mark in the state in their language. Now, there are some further initiatives. I'm delighted that this year the Education Department has given our school the task of providing training to teachers of Aboriginal languages, with a first group of students completing next November. We may also be involved in providing training for staff involved in the teaching of languages to kindergartens. Further, we're receiving funds to develop additional VCE online courses to assist students in country Victoria. Now, there's also obviously a focus by governments on the need to have more students studying an Asian language, and Chinese in particular. Our school believes that this is reasonable, but we also believe that studying Macedonian and other European languages is just as important, or you can do both. Our school has taught Macedonian continuously for over 30 years. The challenge that we face in Victoria in the face of demographic changes is to maintain and indeed increase the numbers of students studying Macedonian. Like all languages that were strong in the 60s or the 70s, we are now dealing with students from at least the third generation. Some languages like Dutch or Maltese or Hungarian, because of low enrolment, are in danger of losing their VCE accreditation. Hence the challenge for the parents, for teachers and all individuals and organisations that are interested in the Macedonian community need to work together to have healthy student enrolment numbers from the primary level up to Year 12 VCE. I'd now like to return to the focus of tonight's event and thank firstly our teachers of Macedonian who are the driving force behind our classes. Now, even though tonight the spotlight falls on the Year 12 teachers, we must not forget the teachers of all the other levels. So could you please join me in giving all of our Macedonian teachers a round of applause. I would like to take the opportunity to thank you, the parents, and the many volunteers for your continued support of the classes and for encouraging the students. We need to continue to work harder to promote our language classes because there are still many parents and students in schools that are not aware that the Macedonian classes are available. So we need to work together to ensure that the student enrolments do not drop. Now, the message that we need to get across is that students, if students study hard, they can get great results. And it needs to be repeated that a great school for Macedonian is just as good as a great score in chemistry or biology or whatever, and does contribute towards the tertiary entrance ATAR score. Finally, congratulations to this year's VCE students. I hope that you have enjoyed the language. Some of you have been going to classes for a decade or so, and I know that you've made many friends, and that and I hope that you did well in your recent exams, and I look forward to seeing the results very soon on the 14th of December. So I wish you all the very best for your future studies and your careers, and I trust that you maintain your interest in the Macedonian language and culture, and that you will play a part in the future to inspire the students of the next generation.
Thank you, Mr. Molina. Now I would like to call upon the Vice Consul General of the Republic of Macedonia in Melbourne, Mr. Goce Pejovski. Чест ми е да го поканам вице-консулот господинот Гоце Пејовски при Генералниот конзулат на Република Македонија во Мелбурн. Повелам.